Welcome to Body Work. Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Body Work Boxing. It feels so good to be back. What's going on, y'all? Oh, it's not a lot going on right now in boxing. But we always try to be innovative in our thinking and in our ways. You know what I'm saying? I see that my little format is working. You know what I'm saying? I see that the monologue format is working and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I ever get credit for that, but I'm glad I could be of assistance. I also see that what I said when I actually put it out there, when I'm getting ready to go live, I see a lot of people try to line themselves up to go live, like right in that window. So I put it out there like around about 10. I'm getting ready to go live, and then in the process setting everything up, then I say, oh, such and such to go out. Yeah, it's a competitive contact sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to be talking some boxing, man. I said, man, I gotta keep the momentum going on for that man, Subriel Matias, man. A real boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? A real boogeyman in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? And the discussion around Subriel, and it leads me to a lot of different questions about what's going on in boxing right now. And I want to know, do all boxers have a boogeyman? You're like, what you talking about, Mike? I'm like, I realize that with every boxer, you can take one or two names and you can line them up with every boxer. And I'm not talking about the petty people. I'm not talking about the people who are just contrarians, the ones who, if you say right, they gonna say left. If you say up, you're gonna say down. If you say hot, they gonna say cold. You know, if you say young, they gonna say old. And I'm not talking about them in every flank, at every angle. They just gonna be on your opposite end. Jeez Louise. I'm just saying, I'm talking about the hardcore. Do every boxer have a boogeyman? So when I go back, you know, we look at everything kind of like in a scope, so to speak. We hone in and we target and we craft things, and we just look in and we just target one thing. So pretty much we look at everything in a vacuum, in other words. I know when I was younger, I was looking like, you know, Mike Tyson looked like the boogeyman. It wasn't until we got older and we saw that, was the resume questionable? Yeah, when you look at the level of competition, who was what was going on, yeah, but you could not deny that Mike Tyson was a freak of nature. You cannot deny that he had some kind of it factor. You know what I'm saying? Where people wasn't just going up and ringing his doorbell, asking for some of that good old smoke. You know what I'm talking about? People wasn't just standing out, camping out on his lawn, trying to get him. Like, people wasn't bumping into him out there in the grocery store, saying, Mike, you know what I'm saying, what was good? He was like a predator. So I started looking at people when Roy Jones, same thing. You know, another good question is, what do you prefer, athleticism over skill? We saw that Roy had a lot of athleticism. He had a high boxing IQ. But right now, I see that a lot of people are being praised based on things that they can do athletically. But they actually show that sometimes the IQ might be lacking. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother question about styles and IQ. But I really want to know, do every boxer have a boogeyman? You know what I'm saying? And since, you know, we gotta keep our foot on these people's necks who's trying to move the goalposts on what defines legacy right now, because this is the guy that should be actually getting a unification right now. But everybody want to talk about a farce, you know what I'm saying? Because it couldn't be an exhibition when Ryan fought Tank. That couldn't be an exhibition. All of a sudden, it's Game 7. Now I know that has to do with the amateurs, the 3-3. So this would be Game 7. Yeah, very clever, very clever. But you're trying to make it seem like a Game 7 in the playoffs, where, hey, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We done went to war, we done battled, but We all know that Subriel Matias should be the one, should be having this fight right now. We know that. So we're not going to redefine legacy. We're not going to do any of that. And I've been trying to get my interviews. I see it's almost like I'm getting mocked right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that I want to interview with, and a lot of people that I bring up and I talk about, these questions come up in the interviews. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get the interviews. I don't get to reach out. You know, I just take it as, hey, Mike, you got those little numbers. You know what I'm saying? You got those little numbers. So maybe you gotta get back in there. You gotta get your numbers bigger. I'm gonna get these interviews, but I've been watching and I've been listening and I've been doing my homework and I've been trying to check everything out. But you know, and in a little old channel like myself, you know what I'm saying? A little old channel like myself, I have to qualify all my sources. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at this. I was looking at this Ring magazine article, you know, breaking down Subriel, you know, because when you use, it's crazy when I use a quote, when I use something that somebody said in the interview, I'm biting because I add flavor to it and I give my take. But I don't know where everybody else getting their sources from because there's only a couple people that actually have access to get these interviews. So what do? I got to go, even though I know what I want to say, I can't use the boxers anymore because of who's interviewing and what they doing because I'm considered a biter. So what I got to do? I got to get articles to back up what I've been saying over time. Just check out the video. You know what I'm saying? Just go back. But this article by Francisco Salazar in the Ring magazine, it's titled Subriel Matias travels to Mexico to get ready for title defense against Liam Paro. Francisco Salazar. Subriel Matias' next world title defense could be under a new promotional banner. Matias will likely defend his IBF junior welterweight title against unbeaten Liam Paro later this year, according to the newspaper El Nuevo Dia of Puerto Rico. Matias' fight against Paro would take place in June or July. The site of the fight could be in his native Puerto Rico, where he resides in the town of Fajardo. Matias is currently rated number 3 by the Ring at 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing I don't, you know, we'll talk about that. He's rated number 3 though. That's good praise though. Number 3. You can't, sometimes you do gotta take credit for what they actually give you. That means they on the radar. Now you gotta put in that politic factor, you know what I'm saying, whole political factor in it all. But number 3, for them to label you number 3, that's not bad. But I digress. Let me get back to the article. The 31-year-old Matias stopped Shojahan Ergashev in his last bout on November 25th in an action fight that officially ended a few seconds into round 6. Matias won the vacant IBF world title in his previous fight on February 25th of last year, stopping Jeremiah's punch after the 5th round. The win over Ergashev was Matias' last with Premier Boxing Champions, PBC. Matias stated he is open to dealing with PBC, but is focused on a training camp in his title defense against Paro. So that answers the question. I'm going into training camp with more confidence. Yikes! Stated Matias on Sunday prior to getting on a plane to Mexico City, where he will set up his training camp in nearby Jiquipico. We are no longer with PBC as the matter is more serious. The doors are open, but our next fight will not be with them. That's more questions. This is a source where he's quoting the stuff. You don't got to rely on anybody saying it. This is an article. It's in words. Can't bite that. Paro is a warrior, and he has his skill set. He can stand in exchange. He is a southpaw and is strong. We have to see if he has the same guts as me. I like that. And that is what the fans like to see, because no one wants to see two fighters running around the ring. Juan Ivan Orengo, who promotes Matias, stated the fight with Paro is 90% done and that Paro's side has accepted all terms in the deal. Arango also stated Matias' title defense could stream live on DAZN. Paro has a promotional deal with Matchroom Boxing, which exclusively streams its fight cards on DAZN. The 27-year-old Paro, 24-0, 15 knockouts, who currently resides in Brisbane, Australia, is currently not rated in the top 15 by the IBF. In his last bout on December 9th, Paro dropped Montana Love twice en route to a knockout win in round 6. He was scheduled to challenge then WBC world title holder Regis Prograis on June 17th, but had to withdraw from the fight due to an injury suffered in training camp. You know what I'm saying? So they saying this guy who wrote this article, Francisco Salazar, he's been writing for the Ring magazine since 2013, and they've been doing their thing. So let's break some of this down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's break some of this down before I hit the comments. So, you know, because a lot of people try to infuse drama. You don't have to infuse drama and still be informative. And I'm going to show you how to do this, son. He answered the question about no longer being with PBC. I didn't hear anything negative about it. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't a little spin on it. But right now, he's focused on his title defense. He's back in Mexico, and he's focused on his title defense. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, when people don't have a lot to talk about, they try to create some drama. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do that. Because really, us as fans, as hardcores, all we really want to know is, when can we see good fights? You know what I'm saying? Can we see the good fights? When are the good fights happening? You know what I'm saying? And if it's a really good fight, we like, shit, take my money. That's all we want to know as fans. You know what I'm saying? We saying fuck the politics and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's all we really want to know. But it might be on DAZN. You know, we still waiting on some information. You know, I heard a couple interviews that came out and some things that dropped, and I hear that some more interviews are coming out. I would like to have the sources myself. I would like to actually break them down and watch them and look at them and gather what I can gather. You know what I'm saying? What the hardcores really need to know. You know, I'm excited, but I think that is a very scary thing that the man already walks around his walk around weight. He's eating right. He's training. He's focused on the legacy fights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he want to get compensated. Yeah, he want bread. But some of the things that I'm hearing, I find it very outrageous that they saying that, you know, he might be asking for. Now, the other thing I did hear that the offer was, I heard it somewhere. They said that the offer with PBC, if he would have stayed with the PBC, they were going to try to give him boots and Imantas Stanyanis. You know what I'm saying? They saying that's what it was. Now I gotta qualify that. You know, that's not, you know, nothing that I'm coming out with, but that's what I heard. So it would be a Boots and a Stanyanis, which I think it makes sense. I think Boots, in my heart of hearts, I think Boots and Matias need each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a good fight. Who knows? That could be the trilogy of the century. They both boogeymen. You know what I'm saying? They both boogeymen. Nobody will fight them. And all that, and like their own, like the only fans, the ones that not the hardcore, not the ones that pay attention. They want to see that, you know what I'm saying, want to see the elite go against each other, not them. But the only fans of both of those fighters would say, oh, well, what does do? And this happens with every boxer. With every boxer, when we look at it, the only fans always make light up, well, why it does this and why it makes sense, because they're only one division away from each other. They both fight under the IBF rules. They're both at their walk around weight. They both can't get no names. People still try to diminish who they fought already and say, oh, well, you know, who was that and who was this? Or name somebody. They start playing these little ring around the rosies games, you know, when it comes down to it. When you break it all down, they start playing. But it happens with all the fighters. Then when you see, oh, okay, you see a little challenge in that. You see a little fear in that. I think that Boots and Matias, they're made for each other. They can make their names off of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has a lot of different elements. We know they're not going to, nobody's going to need a GPS to find each other in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Will somebody have to start boxing? Will somebody have to start making adjustments? Yes, I think they will make each other make adjustments. I also think that Stanyanis is also a good fight, You know what I'm saying? Definitely a good name. I've been waiting on him. He's one of my guys. They starved him out. He took step aside. So I thought that both of those fights would be, good. And then I looked at it from the point of Matias and his camp, and I'm like, well, would they make the money? Are those like money making fights or whatever? I don't know. At this point in time, he do got to grab the bull by the horns, and he do got to try to get into a realm where these other guys won't see him as just a high risk, but also a high reward. Well, in order to be a high reward, then we got to get the money. That's why we got to keep pushing guys like this who wants to do things like this so they can start getting the money. And we know that, a set of silk sheets ain't going to, stop them from wanting to get in there and knock somebody's head off in this thing. So that's why I'm on this push, and I seen the PBC route. I also mentioned, ironically, it comes up. If you've been following and listening to these videos I've been doing about Subriel Matias, I also said, I've heard it somewhere else, but I remember when I said it in one of my videos. And you can vouch for me if you've seen or heard me say it in the video. I was saying, man, it'd be a damn shame if Subriel Matias go over there with the zone and Eddie and them pull a Demetrius Andre. Well, Andre was over there. It was the same company as Canelo Alvarez, who went viral for telling that man, you went paid there. I know that he went viral. He didn't never get the Triple G. They kind of aged him out. And you think about it, he took a hit in both ways because he fell out of a fight with Jamel Charlo to go over there. So this could be history repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? But if he latches on over there and he don't guarantee that he's getting a Devin Haney in the mix, because they saying it might be, I think like Richardson Hitchens, Liam Paro, Richardson Hitchens, and maybe Regis. No Devin Haney, ironically. No Devin Haney. It seems it's so crazy how it seems like somebody can move up a division, activate a mandatory, do everything they need to do, and then they're considered a duck, yet you end up with their belt. Somebody can come over to your label, where you at, where you rule, where you reign, tell you, hey, I want this. No, you a chicken. You got me calling this man a librarian because you wouldn't say his name. All of a sudden, he want too much money. It's like, no, but here we go. We're refining what legacy is. And these are all the things I've been saying, man. It hasn't been popular, but I've been on this for years. Don't believe me? Go back and check my videos. So I would think it would be a shame for him to get over there and have to fight a Liam Paro, who that's nothing to shake a stick at. To have to go over against a Richardson Hitchens, that's still nothing to shake a stick at. But when we talking about unifications and being proven, if you think about it, he won his belt last year in February. He's already defended it. He is that guy. You don't have to question whether or not it's going to the judges. He's grabbing the bull by the horns. You don't got to put a GPS on him. Maybe somebody can box and make him make those adjustments. Make him look mortal. Because right now it's his time, and I fear that they're going to play keep away with that man. And I got to draw those parallels again back over there to the zone. So it's like, yeah, I mean, either way, either path could be good, but it got to lead to something more than, Boots got a title. That's why I say go grab Boots now. Boots, entertain him. You know what I'm saying? They need to entertain each other because it's like it seems like every boxer has a boogeyman. So I really wanted to go over that. I wanted to really kind of clarify my take on it, my mindset on it, and the pros and cons of it all. I hope that he gets what he deserves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to put more attention on a Devin and Ryan fight when it was an exhibition fight when Tank did it, and now it's supposed to be the best fight in the world because it's Devin Haney and it's the title. It's like, no, man, no. Y'all man clearly ducked Subriel Matias. You clearly ducked Subriel Matias, and y'all making this man take the hard route. But guess what? If he keep doing what he's doing, You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to step up and he, gets on this momentum, man. You're only going to make it worse on yourselves. And so if Devin get exposed by Ryan, oh well. Because he ducked, in my opinion, you can't talk that legacy shit and then switch it over to money when Tank told you the whole time, hey, I want that bag. I want that bread. I don't blame him. At least he was honest. But we've been flim-flam, bamboozled, ran them up, led astray all this time, thinking it was all about legacy. And goddamn, Subriel Matias, the librarian, showed up and started making people use their inside voice. Yeah. Maybe people start moving around kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? People start playing musical chairs. You're like, no, I want a box. They want to play musical chairs and hopscotch and hot potato. You know what I'm saying? It's the bro, like, I'm here, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good with you? And everybody like, oh, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, who else he bought? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, that sound good. You know what I'm saying? That sound real good. That sound real good, man. But I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open it up for everybody, man. I kind of want to hear from y'all. I'm going to read some comments, but I kind of want to hear, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to hear your take on it. If you want to get up here and speak your piece, we got a good environment over here. This is the 300. I call it the kidneys. You know what I'm saying? We the kidneys, man. We ain't doing no bullshit over here. You know what I'm saying? You can get yours off. I just want to know what's really good, man. Am I calling it straight down the middle like it is? Somebody let me know. Let me know. Let me see who we got in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to see who we got in the building. Because I'm here. I just like to go through that little thing, get that out the way, and lay out the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Tonight's topic is, do all boxers have boogeymen? You know what I'm saying? This is the pulse of boxing. I look at a lot of different sources, and I gather what I intel from it, and give the pulse. You know what I'm saying? If you own it, you own it. I'm gonna give you your saludos. If you miss something, I'm gonna point it out. That's just what we do. And that's how I see this whole Subriel Matias thing. Let me go over here to the comments real quick. Let's see what y'all got going on over here. I gotta go way up. I'm behind now. I'm just now getting over here to this. You know what I'm saying? Just now getting over here to this. So I'm just gonna run down this, and then I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna try to go through as fast as I can, so we can get back to the discussion. But I like to get that all off. Puerto Rican power, salute. Let's see, salute, brother, salute. Garfield back in the bit. What you make in the lab? Yeah. What's up, body work? What we talking about today? I just laid out the foundation. I just want to catch up to everybody. Did you look at the interview of Matias? I didn't see that. I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it. Matias coach. I did. GM back in the building. What's up, body work? Miss Cookie Monster. Body work. She put that body work. Salute, Cookie Monster. What you thought about the interview, Puerto Rican Power? I didn't get it, Ghost. I went back and looked for it after the thing. I didn't see it wasn't in my email. I checked my spam and everything. L. Brewster with the flame, Puerto Rican flame emoji. Salute. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Matias is Mexico in the mountains. He in the mountains. Yeah. Matias working in the lab in Mexico. Yeah. Let's see. Ghost, like always, loud and clear. Yes, sir. Matias. S.A. Killer Bees Frenchie Gang. Salute. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? I think Liam Paro versus Matias better than Tio and Ortiz. More action. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be more action. Somebody gonna have to make some adjustments. Oh, we already know what's gonna happen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Indeed. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. That fight gonna be lit, man. I kind of want to get down there, y'all. I'm thinking about going down there. Me and my lady already been looking at tickets. You know what I'm saying? We've been looking. We've been looking at and working. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to figure it out. We might be trying to get down there. It just depends on, you know what I'm saying, what the numbers and all that stuff look like. The Liam is rigged in 2 sanctioning bodies. Yeah, but we want to stamp it and say that, hey, Liam Paro is a legit name now. People can't be ducking and dodging and, you know, slipping and moving and playing hide and go seek and all that. And then when you land on the name that want to smoke, then they come in and try to pick the name apart and try to degrade them. Like, that happens a lot. You know, you heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to do that. We're going to give Liam Paro his full credit. Whatever equity he got right now, we're going to keep that equity right here. We're not going to come and let nobody just on this fight because they infatuated with an exhibition fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what this fight, this other big fight is supposed to be. That's an exhibition fight because to me, this is legacy. That's just me, though. For the other champion, they don't want that belt. Maybe that belt smell bad. That belt smell like an ass whooping. That's what that belt smell like. No más tears. I like that. You gotta get a t-shirt that say that. Puerto Rican power. You gotta get a t-shirt that say that. The problem with the PBC contact is that Matias has to go up, so he would lose his IBF, and he wants to unify before moving up. Yeah, I understand his perspective, but I'm just letting you know what the deal was. So either way, they was going to put the onus on him doing the heavy lifter as the one that's moving up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he had to make a decision. It's like, no, you can settle in and stay down here. I mean, you're going to force these guys to fight you. I just hope that the zone deal is what it is, and it's going to lead to a Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, we see this happen in other sports all the time, man. You see when somebody get drafted somewhere, man, it's like, dang, why they ain't getting no starting time? They get drafted, they get to be playing keep away. You know, and I hope he don't do that. I hope they don't do that with that man. Matias want unification and 140 pound. He is not 147. Yeah. We understand. WBA back on that bullshit. They gave Barroso an interim belt. Yeah, that's why we got to document who's who. You know what I'm saying? Saludos desde Chicago, Chiquan West. Salute. One thing I noticed watching some of Boots fights yesterday, I noticed at round 6, if the op is still standing, he get a little winded and trade shots, which favors Matias, but both guys got power and are good fighters. No T.O., no any. Boots would whoop Matias. Not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. We look at that athleticism stuff and all that, but when you hit somebody with your best shot, you know what I'm saying, and they look at you like you just plucked them on the, you know, on the hand or something. You know, it's like, I don't know, because we know Matias got a beard. We know Matias got a beard. I ain't never seen Boots get hit the way Matias done got hit yet. I don't know, but I know that Matias can deliver that blow. I think it's an interesting matchup. I think the dimensions are a lot close. We went into it, and I understand business-wise. This is not for me to point out why I want him to go do that. I'm not making an argument for him to go do that. I'm just saying that it makes sense for both of them to do it. But I understand business-wise he wants to do what he need to do at 40. I understand that. I don't need Boogeymen to cancel each other out. Well, we not really gonna see what Boots is until we're not gonna see really what he is. We know what he is. We really know what he is, but he's not gonna have the ability to prove it. Bud don't want to fight him. I mean, nobody at 147. I mean, Mario Barrios will, but ain't nobody really gonna. A lot of people like, yeah, Mario Barrios. Like, but that's not the caliber of competition we need to see Boots up against. And right now, nobody at 140 really want to see him. Now, I heard a little snippet of Gary Antoine Russell still, he still sounds like he wants to, but you know what I'm saying? We got to see it happen. Matias struggled and lost to a bum, Larry Lopez. Bro, he was mentally fucked up over the body. Subriel, saludos. Andy Nieves, salute. Oh, y'all going at it already, Larry Lopez. Y'all gotta kind of don't, you know, if Larry Lopez, hey man, like just let Larry Lopez got some justification or something, man. Don't let him distract the chat, man. For real. Don't do nothing to him. Don't do nothing to him. Just let him speak his piece. But if it ain't nothing on the up and up, man, just ignore that brother, man. Yeah, don't get too much into the Larry Lopez, man. I notice whenever I see that name, it ain't nothing but some good old anti. He got that anti. You know what I'm saying? Larry Lopez, man. I don't know. You might gotta go hit a heavy bag or something, brother. But he came back and knocked him out. Yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and skip over Larry. Don't touch him though. But don't feed into Larry, man. He'll distract. We got peace over here on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So don't let Larry come in here and mess nothing up. Only time will tell. He fought the most guys in the title elimination fight, and he was thinking the underdog in most of his fights. That's why in boxing you don't overlook your opponent. Let's let Larry fight. Larry, you wanna fight? You wanna fight Matias, man? How much you weigh, man? Y'all letting Larry distract y'all, man. Y'all gonna miss out on a good time, man. Y'all don't ignore this, man. Tank is at 135. Nobody talking about Tank. T.O. beats Matias easy. No way. When you retire consecutive fighters on the stools, you know he got something in the bag. Aha, we got mad hater. His name is Larry. Yeah, don't touch him, y'all. Let him do his thing. Just don't. Remember, I told y'all what you don't feed can't grow. You know what I'm saying? So don't feed into that, man. Don't let him disrupt our peace. We always have a good time in here, man. You want to talk? You want to get something off your chest? Larry, I mean, you can come up here and speak on it. But other than that, don't let Larry knock you off your pivot, man. We have a good time over here. It's a good atmosphere over here. We don't even do all that. Puerto Rican power. You see T.O. last performance. He retired cab drivers. We are talking about Matias versus Paro, bro. Respectfully, this ain't about your baby daddy. Damn. Tell him again, GM. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about your baby daddy, man. The 300, boy. They do body work, man. Larry Matias will retire. I'm telling you, I just let him do that body work, y'all. Just do that body work on him, man. Saludos, Jose Soto. My friend, what's going on, my friend? Blessings, my brother. The only one who has defended 140 mandatory has been Matias. The others are running after the pump. Yeah, and Hector, look, this is why we gotta keep the pressure. We're not overhyping. We're not overhyping anything. Facts is facts, and we gotta reward and put the attention on. Somebody gotta put a stake in the ground and keep the train on the tracks on the rail of what legacy is. Somebody has to do that, because a lot of people are going to try to distract you and try to get your name and get everything off on something else. You know what I'm saying? But we got to reward this behavior. If we don't reward this behavior, because Matias is actually setting the standard for how aggressive he's been about calling out the other champions, putting himself in a position to be able to get those fights. You know what I'm saying? Holding down his own. Sure, he want to get compensated, but if we don't get behind this energy and feed this energy, it's going to die. And it's not going to be any accountability. And we're going to be at the mercy of the fighter saying, oh, man, why I got to fight him? Nah, man. Well, I mean, yeah, so what? I mean, no. We know who the boogeymen are. So my question is, does every boxer have a boogeyman? Because in 140, he's looking like that guy. Matias, another Lubin, post all in via will be hyped up, then forgotten about. You cannot underestimate anybody. Exactly. We just learned that, man. David Gonzalez say, salute, people. Larry, man, he still at it? I don't know. I'm probably way behind, but I'm catching up now. Let me see. I'm trying to go. What legacy fight Messiah's been in? You tripping, dog, Larry? Do you really watch boxing? Another Einstein Lopez. You think we had enough with T.O.? Yeah, man. Some people do that, man. But I see he's being effective, man. He's being effective at getting everybody off of their pivot, man. He done came and disrupted everybody. Let me see. We already know, man. You know, we know. So at 11:03. Okay, so I think we all caught up now. 11:02. I would like Matias to fight Devin and see people who don't break down fights will say Devin would whoop Matias easy, but that fight is really 50-50. Haney is never being pressured like Matias will. And Matias has never fought a fighter of a skill set of Devin Haney. To me, it's 50-50, but I lean towards Matias. What you think, big dog? You already know who I got in that fight, man. You already know who I got in that fight. I give Devin full credit for what he did to Regis. He put on the clinic. But Regis, that was Regis, man. That was Regis. So but let me see. It's out there. Larry Lopez, it's out there, buddy. You know what I'm saying? LL. I'm gonna start calling you LL Cool J, man. You done came in here and disrupted the whole chat, man. Where'd you get your troll degree from? We normally don't be doing all that, man. If you got something productive. T.O. says he doesn't want to fight a runner. There's only one fighter that can make your dream come true, T.O. And his name is Subriel Matias. That's why they said are the best. They have to fight all of them.
What's up, Bodywork? How you doing tonight?
What's going on? What's
What's
on your
good?
mind, brother?
Now I just want to say my fault, man. Larry like my biggest op, but you gotta get that man a pass. He from the Bay, so he gonna vouch for his man Devin, you know. But I just want to say, I think Matias versus Liam Paro, that's a good fight. I got Matias, but I don't know. I don't really like the fighters they gave him in that contract. I seen like all the fighters. They got him. They talking about Richardson Hitchens. They talking about Regis. They talking about possibly Dev. And honestly, I don't see them being able to make any of them three fights right there at all. So
Yeah, yeah, but hey, your boy to start off with Larry, man. I mean, he could represent his boy, but it's just like he just coming here throwing daggers. Like this video, if you look at it, right? If you look at it, this video is about Subriel Matias and Liam Paro. Like, it's really about their whole situation and all that. It's like we know that it would have been. It's more of a legacy because that was a unification between Devin and Matias, and not Ryan. I mean, because people pick and choose when they want to give whether or not Ryan has skills, whether he don't, whether he's a legit comp, whether he's not. But we do know that a fight between Devin, can you agree that a fight between Devin and Subriel took precedence over a fight between Devin and Ryan? Can you agree?
for sure.
Okay. So that's really all it is with him. So thanks for explaining that to me. But yeah, I mean, I think that Liam Paro, he got to take that name, and I think it's a good name for him. And we're not going to rob his equity because that's what's going on right now. They're going to try to devalue the opponent. But salute, dog.
It's funny though. It's funny though because he's saying that's a good fight. He's saying that he'll give Matias his respect if he stop him. But I'm like, how are we just gonna say that's a good fight? Because you go look at Liam Paro resume, you can't name more than one name on there. So I just don't understand what these dudes be like talking about for real. I think they just got recency bias. You know what I mean? So they seen Liam Paro beat Montana Love, who arguably was already out the picture anyways, based off of his mental. You know, we seen him push dude out the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So he's more like a Tiafimo in my eyes. You know, he's a wild card. He doing too much, and I feel like, you know, mentally he wasn't right. So I don't know. I don't get it. I just want to see the good fights, man. And I'm glad that Matias is getting that fight with Liam Paro, but I just don't see him fighting the Richardson Hitchens because, you know, Hitchens don't want that fight. You know, Devin don't want that fight, and Regis not gonna be boxing much longer. To be honest, he not.
Yeah, I can't disagree with none of that. I mean, and on the mental note, talent wise, I wouldn't mentally, as far as going into a fight and him not being there, as far as the love comment. Yeah, I agree that, you know, but I never saw that Love was. I think he kind of got the hype, and it was just too much, and that pretty boy stuff, and the poodle, and I mean the dog. I mean, it was just I saw right through that kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you seen how. You remember how Richardson Hitchens was getting ready, like how he was going out. He was licking his chops after him because he already knew he was fooled. So I ain't looking at him like that. But I do appreciate that Liam Paro didn't fold, and he actually, you know what I'm saying, he really did his job. Like, he really finished the deal. Because a lot of people be talking it. And then when you can put on a clinic like that and you can do it like that, I mean, because you can talk it and you can say somebody is a hype job, but then when you go out there and you show that they are, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give credit to that. So with Matias, when it comes down to Matias and who he got right now and him actually landing on Paro, I'll give him full credit for it because a lot of people been, you know what I'm saying, they've been playing hide and go seek, man, and they try to make it tough on him, and they've been running around. They don't have that same energy when it come to him, and I just want to keep highlighting that. I mean, I'm not here to shit on nobody that might be out, but we just gonna stick to the facts and say that we know what fight should be happening with it. Should be Matias and Devin. We know that. And so I'm just glad you're a realist, man. You can agree with that, man. We'll deal with Larry, though.
Yeah, and also I want to say, a lot of these dudes keep trying to put Matias on Antoine. And I know you said Boots, but that's a good fight for both of them. But the way I look at it is, it's like a shifting of responsibility. Now we trying to put Matias with Antoine, right? But both of them is the ones that's avoided. So what, y'all want them to fight each other to cancel each other out, and then it's just one dude. It's just everybody ducking one dude instead of ducking two dudes. You know what I mean?
Excellent point. I see it the same way you just said it. I said that I'm just with the Boots thing. I tied them together because I think that they could help each other out. I'm not trying to pawn it off. I'm just trying to be optimistic on that. I wouldn't really even push that. But I also see your point with him and Gary Antoine Russell, because nobody just they be talking that stuff online about him, but ain't nobody ringing his doorbell trying to go seek that smoke with him either. So I agree with you that they need to be seeking both of them guys. Like Hitchinson should have been going for Gary. They should have been trying to knock each other off. If I can't get to the champ, I'm trying to knock off the next guy that's trying to get to the champ. That's the way I'd have been thinking about it. So everybody cancel each other out, and and it's just the best left.
And I want to say one more thing. I want to say, look, after we just seen what Tio did, I'm not gonna lie. Like watching the fight, I gave Tio the win because I just didn't like how Ortiz came out there. There's like a couple things I had to critique him on. It was like his unwillingness to engage, paired with him not really using his jab. If you're gonna fight like that, I feel like he gotta use his jab to control the distance, but he was using the footwork and not really a jab at all to control the distance. And then on top of that, what was I saying? Tio couldn't cut off the ring, but I feel like him fighting the Matias, like that makes sense to me, because it's like, look, you just complained about these dudes running from you. That man ain't gonna run. You know what I mean? And if it's not a Matias, then who else he gonna fight? If it's a Devin, it's gonna be the same thing. He gonna box circles around that man, right? And then you got Richardson Hitchens, who's gonna box circles around that man too. So for Tio, I want to see him fight a Matias next. But he talking about Honduras. I don't know who he gonna fight, man.
But
but it makes sense.
They saying that I think Tio need to grab Regis. They could kind of rebound with each other. You know what I'm saying? They could rebound.
Give him Regis?
Huh?
Feed him Regis?
Feed Tio Regis. Those are two big names. They that would settle that score, and they can prove out of them two, because you're not gonna need no GPS for them to find each other. And then maybe they might get some cojones. I think Regis will fight Matias. I just don't know. I think you need a get back, man. Because I'm not the type that I don't want to feed Matias nobody. I want the people that they claiming are the somebody to fight. I don't do that whole, I want my guy to be all souped up and you to be coming off. I don't want that. So the way I see it is, Tio and Matias would be a good fight while it lasts. And Tio would actually have to show that, okay, since this guy has this much danger, I can excel to another level. I don't see how he'll do it right now, because I don't see the power. I see the power, but it's not there. It's not really there for me. And he looked kind of small. Tio looked kind of small in that fight to me.
Oh, he did look small.
And I don't know, looking at them guys, man, like somebody, because it's one thing when you walk around in a certain weight. It's fun. It's a natural weight. So he's a natural. Matias will be considered a natural. He don't gotta do nothing. So naturally, he's just there. He don't even have to really cut that much. Cut a little bit. He's there. He walks around at it. So them guys that's been there for that long, getting punched. Think about all them guys. They talk stuff about the people in the resume, but them guys, when you look at Ponce, when you look at Ergashev, when you look at them dudes was teeing off and hitting them. You know what I'm saying? Man. People would know that they gotta commit, and they might have stunned him a little bit. Maybe he shook it off, but ain't nobody really been able to slow him down in that manner. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I see why he ain't really running up now. I'll accept that fight. I wanted the Tio and the Matias. Do I think Tio is ready now after seeing that the other night? That's Ortiz, not the fight that I could gauge that on. But as far as him being a legacy fight for Matias, absolutely. He got a belt. and Matias wants to unify them all. So I would want to see that. You know, that's just how I see it, though.
Yeah, and I also think we got to start looking at these guys based off how we always say styles make fights, you know. And I got criticism for everybody because they like, regardless of the name, the records, or the race, because you know they always want to bring up the race. I look at the styles these dudes be fighting, and it's all pretty much similar styles that's tailor made for them, you know. And you know, Tank my guy, but you know he do fight a lot of come forward fighters with some power, so I can give him that criticism too. Then you got Devin, who don't really fight nobody with power. Ryan about to be the biggest puncher he ever fought. You got Tio. Every time he fights somebody who's an outboxer, he looks bad. You know what I mean? And so I feel like while I want to see the styles that make sense, that's gonna make it an exciting fight, I do think that when we start gauging these fighters' ability, we have to like look at, okay, are they fighting all the styles, and the styles that would potentially be a tough fight for them? How are they doing?
Somebody that's going to challenge, and there's not going to be like with Keith Thurman. You seen that interview with Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu? I mean, with the press conference when they was going back and forth, and he made that comment, and Keith was like, "Stand right there, Keith. You can stand there and let me punch you." It's like that. It's like Keith is actually highlighting the fact that Tszyu's going to come in wanting Keith to stand right there, but that's going to be an interesting matchup, because if Tszyu catch up to that gazelle, it's a wrap. But if Keith can be opportunistic with his lateral movement and catch him and outbox him, he got the power to put him down. So that's a good matchup in the fact that they are a challenge for each other. We're not seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of people that's like you said, catered to your style.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. You got good solid. You make good solid points. I see a lot of things the way you see them.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, I'm going back to the chat.
All right, man. Holla at me. Let's see where I'm at, y'all. Let me go back up here. What Ghost say? Matias doesn't want to get an op coming off a loss. He wants someone who's winning, if better, undefeated, like Paro. Yeah, people know what Matias want, man. A lot of people out here playing silly, man. That's why I say, man, do your favorite fighter. You can have like 5 favorite fighters, man. It's somebody I can always name a name or two to that somebody, whoever it is, to where it's like people are always going to justify, like, well, why? And it's like, no, because that's an excellent matchup. It's a challenge. It's something outside of the norm. I'm not asking nobody to take no pay cuts and nothing like that. I would never ask nobody to take no pay cut. You couldn't come to my job and be like, oh man, Mike, I want you to do a HVAC. I want you to do this better than this guy, and you got to take a haircut. It's like, no, I'm not. I wouldn't ask it. So, like, business wise, if it would cause you to have to take a haircut, like, no, I would never condone it, because your job is very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You get hit in the head for a living. What I am saying though is that it's real funny how everybody's fighter, each and every one of them, have a guy or two that if you mention them and say, hey, look, and it looks to the hardcore. If you go beyond the veil, you know what I'm saying, and you get all the way down to that bone gristle, it makes sense for that fight to happen. But a lot of people, oh no, why? Oh no, he's done what he needs to do, and oh no, nobody. Come on, look, he's Apex. Oh no, come on, you guys. You know, it's for every one of them. For every one of them, you know what I'm saying? For every one of them. You know, one of our biggest trolls of the night was over here just hacking up the chat. That's why I said, man, a certain boxing species need to be eradicated, man, because it's out of control. And they show how they think, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that guy. It's all about legacy. And we see what happens. PR Boxing, T.O., Devin, and the winner of Rolling and Pitbull, Matias, is going to stop them. Hey, I can't argue, man. I can't argue with that, PR Boxing. Salute, man. Salute to everyone and going to see Sicario too. Okay. Salute. Matias trainer said when T.O. sent them the contract for February 8th, they sent T.O. another contract with a better pay for T.O. to move the date for April, but they didn't get an answer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe this. Only thing I can say is now it's in the clear, but I think this whole Super Bowl fight, I think him wanting to be in the Super Bowl and I don't know, him thinking, I really think that he thought he was going to try to go after Bud, which I think he got a little bit of, I think he kind of got humbled a little bit, and I don't think that he wants to chase Bud anymore, but I really think that I really think he thought he was going to get Bud or something. I'm not sure. Champ Sports says at Garfield salute. T.O. ain't really want to fight. Then Gary can give it a try. That's on the interview I sent you. So I got one interview the other night when we was doing that live. I got that one, but I thought it was going to be another one. I thought it was going to be another interview somebody was supposed to be sending me, but when I went back and checked my Gmail, T.O. versus Ortiz had an average of 475K viewers. 475. On a Thursday night. Boxers like Matias comes once in a lifetime. Shout out to Jimmy Morales. It's about money, not legacy. At the end of the day, like, yes, we want the boxers to get the most money, but we not gonna act like boxers don't play that game. Where we literally just saw this take place before our very eyes. That people play this legacy versus money game. We not gonna act like we don't see it. So yes, it is all about the money. If you making that bag and you can, you know what I'm saying, pick, choose, and refuse, it's like, who am I to tell you not to go make all the money in the world? Like, who am I? But, you know, it don't be in the conversations talking about, oh man, I do this and I'm this and garner all that praise and all that attention when you're not willing to actually show us. I don't like mushroom stamps. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like mushroom stamps. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good numbers for Thursday. That's what I was thinking. Joe De Jesus. Salute to the room. Salute, man. Appreciate it. Money and power. I'm glad the fight was free. Absolutely. Oh, man. You can't compare Haney and T.O. resume to Matias. Larry, I'll put the link out there, brother. Larry, I put the link out there, man. Like you just in here just disrupting the chat. You making all these points that we degaff. We degaff about resumes. We know right now at this point in time, all three of them guys got belts. We want to see them fight. We're not going to do the politic thing here online. We want to see them fight. And the fact that your boy, the fact that Matias look like a whole librarian, El Biblioteca out here, got Devin using his inside voice, going to go try to take Ryan's cornbread. Like, that's a fact. The timing of the hand injury and T.O. and them knew it. He had a belt. Yeah, I mean, okay, he could have really wanted that smoke. If he would have just accepted anything and just took forever and just was like, all right, acting desperate. He don't got to act desperate. He's a formidable champion. He actually rose up through the ranks. He got his belt. He's been defending it. He's a real boogeyman. We're not talking about nobody's resume right now. I would appreciate it, man, out of respect for my channel, man. Don't be in here just distracting the chat to defend your mans. You can defend your mans, but you just distracting the chat. I put the link out there if you want that smoke. But we want to know why Devin ain't fighting Subriel. And we ain't even talking about Devin right now. We're not even talking about resumes right now. How can you get the big names when they're avoiding the fight? That's why I say, man, they got convenient amnesia, man. They that's why I say, man, you can play dumb, but you can't play smart. You know what I'm saying? So people know how to do. They play dumb. Oh man, I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, really? Oh. I had no idea. They all scared of no mas. Matias. Tio is a funny guy. Champion Sports. Facts. He's a Matias hater. Facts. Like, man, I don't understand why people do that, man. 20 wins, all by KO, TKO. Let's not forget that. Yes, we want to see all the good fights. I want to see the Soul Taker Subriel take them all on. They don't want that smoke. Look at all these people. Look at all these people. That's why I say we got it. We gonna keep doing this. We gonna keep doing this, and we gonna keep all the attention where it need to be on the ones that's gonna give us what we want, man. Cause we not gonna sit up here. The theme of this year has been gaslighting, y'all. If you've been looking at the lives and y'all been listening to what's been going on, I've been talking about gaslighting, man. Do not allow these guys to gaslight you and talk about everything else and all this political stuff and all this stuff to get you swayed when us as boxing fans want to see the elite. I don't think fighters are scared. I think they just know it is not an easy fight. Even if they win, they will get hurt in the process. It's called a business decision. It's called in football, they call that a business decision, Ghost. Yeah. When you grab that rock, like when you grab that rock and you get ready to go through that hole, and Ray Lewis is right there, you know what I'm saying? Earl Locker was right there. You're gonna make a business decision. You know what I'm saying? And some people they lose their footing. Golly. But you're gonna decide whether or not you want to go down that hole or you're gonna bounce it to the outside. So am I gonna go down this hole and get hit by Ray Lewis, or am I gonna bounce it out and deal with Richard Sherman? Business decision, you know what I'm saying? It's a business decision at the end of the day. There's a lot of boxers out here making business decisions. So I agree, man. They say ain't nobody scared, but I know it's some boogeyman for every fighter. You brothers on point with boxing feed. Congratulations. Juan Figueroa. Salute, man. This the kind of environment we got over here, man. We don't be having a whole bunch of fools over here, man. We got to do some body work, man. Matias needs a big name fight. Absolutely he do. Tio sent him an offer and Matias said his hand hurt. Boy, you like getting stuck in the past, boy. But, okay. Ifimo, no Legana, no Matias. Yeah, how can you fight with an injured hand? And he right back. He landed in preparation for training camp, and he right back to defending. I mean, they knew because they had that fight, but it was clout. If you look at it, they all think they gotta follow the same. They following the Linguini method, y'all. If y'all notice, all these guys, they following the Linguini method. They're gonna take a whole bunch of names, they're gonna throw them up on the fridge, and the one that they fight, the one that stick is the one they're gonna run with. Think about what Larry Lopez boy did. He threw up all these names, all these names on the fridge. It was Tank, it was Matias, it was Keith Thurman at one point in time. It was Mario Barrios. It was Conor Ben, Ryan. It was all these guys. It was all these guys. All these names. Sandor Martin is the mandatory, but he got a I think it was like 10 months he got before he defended. So that's how they're gonna justify this Ryan, because he got 10 months before you have to see Sandor Martin. It's gonna look real bad, man, if Ryan catch him with one of them hooks and put his ass to sleep. That's gonna look real bad, boy. That's when keeping it I don't know. That's when not keeping it legacy goes wrong, I guess. I heard Gary Russell wanted to fight with Subriel. That would be a good one. Yeah, that would be. That's the one I think everybody wants. But they want to send Gary. They want to send Gary to go do everybody else's dirty work. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to fight Gary. It's weird, man. Boxing politics as usual. That man got 20 by KO, TKO, and he don't look like he throwing heat until you hear them shots and see the oops face all messed up, and T.O. gets swelled up quickly. T.O. got exposed. He knew Matias' hand was messed up. Yeah, we know that they got their little things, you know what I'm saying? T.O. did the same thing. When I look at it now, T.O. was out there saying a whole lot of names, you know what I'm saying, prior to his fight, making a whole lot of moves and all this and that. So, I mean, they all kind of do it to a certain extent. But that's this new era and how they think they got to market. They think they got to get on social media and do all of that. But it's like, you can do it, but you can do it in a more deliberate way. You can concentrate it, you know, have some kind of tactics when you do it. Don't be tacky when you do it. You know what I'm saying? Matias offered to fight T.O. at a later date, and T.O. took the Ortiz fight. Larry, you don't know about boxing. We are boxing fan, and you don't understand that. Ben bang, Matias would run over T.O.'s punches with a smile. He'll eat them like Skittles, man. He'll eat them like Skittles, man. Y'all know when Michael Myers, you know, when he grabbed the bra and he be like, and he lift them up like a can of Pringles, and they just like, and they just like, when somebody can grab you with two hands around your neck and lift you like a foot and a half up off the ground, and you just slapping them and hitting them and ain't nothing, that's about what it's gonna look like, man. You're gonna have to hit him with some stuff that he don't see coming, catch him in some compromising positions, make him work, catch him. You're gonna have to do some work, man. Go say, everybody like the vid. Yeah, send the vid up some likes, man. You know, send the vid up some likes, man. And help me get to that 1,000, man. I think I had like 27. I think I needed like 27 subs, man. So get your folks to subscribe, man. Get you know, share the videos, put the word out. Let's help me get to that 1,000. Wow, man. I did it the hard way, y'all. I did it the hard way, man. I took the steps, man. I didn't know affiliations. I didn't latch on to nobody. I didn't go up on nobody's channel and try to get no fame and publicity and notoriety. Nope. I've been here doing exactly what I'm doing tonight ever since I started this channel, man. Speaking that real deal, Holyfield. You know what I'm saying? I've been taking the stairs. You know what I'm saying? And I've been saying a lot of things that wasn't popular, y'all. And I almost made it to that 1,000, but I did it the hard way. So like the video, share the video, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you haven't, you know, and support the channel, because this channel, we're not boxing monogamous here. So I like a lot of different boxes, but we keep it all the way funky on every one of them. But we got to start putting the energy towards the fighters that are going to give the fans what they want, and they're doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You can like your guy that's doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can know that they got skills and they got some skills and this and that. But if we deny fighters like Matias and what he's doing right now, you know what I'm saying? These, you know, getting it out the mud for real, wanting all that smoke for real. If we starve them of our attention, we'll give the attention to the ones who just doing whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? They just right on our head, just telling us, oh no, that's just a little precipitation. It's like, why is your zipper open? Why are you up there? Why is your zipper, like, stop it? That's what this channel is about, man. So hit the like button, subscribe, share the video. You know what I'm saying? And support your boy. Because it's freeski weeski. They scared to lose Matias because the last 5 have quit on the stool. And one of them, you already know what happened. Yeah. I keep saying, man, they said that man, I don't know how true it is, but they said that man Ergashev did a number 2. You know, that's some body work. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker make you do a number 2 on the stool. You like, man, even if I want to fight some more, man, like what? Y'all gonna bring a towel? It's gonna raise too many eyebrows. Like, why did they bring that towel? He said that man did a number 2 on the stool, man, before he retired. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make you shit on yourself in the middle of a fight. Yeah, you might want to go ahead and live to fight another day, man. How Liam Paro get a title shot and he not even ranked in the IBF though? It was a process of elimination, brother. It's a process of elimination. Richardson Hitchens low-key ducking. He's making a business decision, politically speaking. Is it? Richardson Hitchens made a business decision. T.O. is a man who does a lot of capping. All facts. All facts. Money and power. All facts. I mean, he's fragile, man. He's up and down. They showed the roller coaster montage at the fight. T.O. was trying to bait him, and he was injured. LOL. Yep. Clout to make them look good. Exactly. We already know it goes on, man. We already know, man. Standards be changing, man. I'm like, that's why I'm coming out with this KY jelly. What you do is that these guys continue to try to move these goalposts. You just apply it liberally, and it makes it slip. You know what I'm saying? It makes it slip right out of their hand, man. So they can't move these goalposts on us because they are very crafty. They are very crafty, man. They are very forward thinking. You know what I'm saying? And they're very tactical at what they do. You know what I'm saying? They'll get out on something early and they'll create a narrative, and then, you know, all these little echo chambers will just start echoing it out, and next thing you know, it's like, well, where did all this come from? Like, you got to kill the source, man. You know how in them alien movies, you know what I'm saying? You know how until you get to the mother and you blow that motherfucker up, until you get to the mother, all them little aliens, they're going to be all over the place, man. You got to eradicate them. But you got to get to the source and kill it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way that happens. T.O. and Devin got gift decisions in 2023. Say it again. Facts, GM. GM, LLL. Yeah, man. We see it, man. That's what I said, man. The minute I said I'm going to start talking boxing and talking to people the way I would want them to talk to me, that's when all y'all showed up. You know what I'm saying? It took some time. It took some time, man, because I can't do the political thing, man. I can't I'm allergic to wearing knee pads. I sell them, though. I got those knee pads. But when you, like people like Larry Lopez, when you want to go that extra mile for your favorite fighter, you can get them in DHP. You can get them in assorted colors. You know what I'm saying? So when I reach this 1,000, I roll up my products, you can get you some knee pads. They're Kevlar capped. I think they're like 1,000 thread count. I call them slippers for the knees. You know what I'm saying? Those are for Larry Lopez. I'll have those knee pads for it. I'm allergic to them. I can't use them, but I got them for cheap, for the low. I got them. I got some other products too. You know what I'm saying? Some throat coat, tonsil jewelry. Larry Lopez, man, you're going to have a ball when this product line come out. Trust me. I got you. Goes. Ryan hands real fast now, and if Haney throws a lazy jab and Ryan catches him with one of them lightning hooks, it could be good night. Now he fast enough to counter him. That's another thing. If we're gonna dip off into that Ryan conversation, everybody gonna paint the picture, and they do this all the time. They're gonna paint this picture, so it's like they wanted that fight so bad. But listen to the narrative. Listen to the narrative. Nobody's giving Ryan a shot to win this fight. Nobody's giving Ryan a shot to win this fight. Think about it. Why were y'all so pressed to get it? Because they're not going to be real about Ryan's chances. And watch this narrative. Mark this word. It's what, 11:40? It's 11:40. Right? They're not going to give Ryan any credit. They're gonna start saying, oh, he has no shot, he has no chance. And by saying that, they'll be shooting themselves in their own foot. And you got to ask them, but why were you pressing for that fight so much? You didn't want a challenge? Matias was right there. So listen to the narrative. Like, you got to be able to listen and compartmentalize and see what they say and do some body work. As soon as they do it, I'm telling you, watch this narrative. Watch how this thing grow. That's why we're going to feed what matters and we're going to starve what don't. Subriel is old school. He's willing and ready to go, ready to fight anyone. He's not a talker and very humble. Yeah. I would give Ryan props if he knocks out Devin. I haven't yet. I did. Matias will beat him easy. Would you agree it's a 50? It is a 50-50 fight because people want to listen. People want to disregard the amateur stuff. You know what I'm saying? And amateur, yeah, it's a lot been growing. But what that says is that at that level, at that point in time, they were on the same level. At that point in time, at that age, they were on the same level, splitting 3-3. And they'll say, oh, we haven't really seen the development of Ryan. We haven't really. I'm like, can you say we haven't really seen the development of Ryan? Can you really say that? Will he be able to fight Devin? Will he be able to fight Ryan the way he fought Regis? No, he's not. Will he be able to just move and do all that? Will he be able to be aggressive like that? He can have a game plan where he's running around, but Ryan can actually point him. Ryan has a good jab too. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to make it seem like it's going to be a one-sided onslaught, but at the very same time, it's like, well, why did you want that fight? And it's going to be very hard for them to explain those things in the same sitting. And that, my friend, I would call a checkmate. Don't make sense. Cookie Monster. Larry, funny. Bill done sent Larry over here to promote Devin Head Haney. Yeah, man, he doing that free promotion. At least buy some of the knee pads. At least buy some knee pads, Larry, if you're going to be over here doing all that free promotion. And if you want to go the extra mile for your favorite fighter, look, I'm in your corner. I want you to use protection. Protect yourself at all times. Just get these knee pads. Protect those knees. Especially if you're gonna be down there like that whole time, you're gonna be going that hard. Protect your knees. Preserve them things. You only get 2 of them. That's the difference between me and y'all. T.O. and Haney are proven they fought elite and tough fights. Matias don't have one name on his resume. I got throat coat, Larry. I got throat coat by the bundle. You can get the throat coat by the pound. You can make me stock it up by the pound, Larry. You keep this up. Out the mud, yeah. So they'll use all kind of excuses, but they know that Matias will probably beat shit down Devin's leg right now. You know what I'm saying? I got Haney over Garcia. Devin should be able to win. He should, but I don't, that's not a guaranteed win, though. That's not guaranteed. He should, though. I would say right now I got Devin. With the confidence he's going to have going against Ryan, I would. But I wouldn't sleep on Ryan in this fight because I think Ryan is one of them people. You know how when bullies be bullying somebody? You know how when the bully somebody and they finally be like, fuck it, and they just, you know what I'm saying? They get tired of getting bullied and they swing and they crack. I think it's a point in time in this fight, the way I see it right now, the point in time in this fight where Devin is going to get too aggressive and he's going to try to actually start trying to bully Ryan. And Ryan's going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to reach down and grab his cojones like he did Duarte. It was ugly. But when he decided, he moved around for a little while. He said, you know what? I'm going to move around for a little while, gather my thoughts. And then he picked and popped. Then he got back in and he made a decision. Because he could have quit. He could have let that fight just go on and done the same thing and just relied on the decision and stayed away from getting knocked out. But I think Devin's going to bully him to the point where he's going to have to fight back. That's what I think gonna happen. And then we're gonna have a real fight. No BS. T.O. and Devin's chin haven't been tested like Matias has against real punchers that you can hear them shots clearly with the crowd going crazy, and it doesn't even look like it bothers. Bloodshot. Appreciate you talking about Matias. He don't get enough spin on other boxing channels. Salute. Yeah, man. We gotta keep the energy where it needs to be. We need to feed what we want and then starve what we don't need, man. If somebody's saying something that we don't really want to hear or don't need, starve them. You know what I'm saying? Starve that shit out. Okay, Larry. And we want to see them fight Matias. But Puerto Rican Power, you see how this man got a belt? You see how Matias got a belt and it's still an excuse. It's all, man, what name does he have? But if he had fought some names and didn't have a belt, it's like, well, he don't have a belt. But remember, I was telling y'all, they are very creative in making up these excuses. So now it's just like Boots. Before it was like, oh, he don't have. So Boots got a belt. So that's incentive to actually climb that mountain and to go fight him. You would think everybody and their mother would be trying to go grab it, but not so much. Not so much. Not so much. They rather talk about names when this man got a whole belt. He got hardware that you can go. It's not strap season. It's not, I guess it's not strap season. It's wax season right now. Because last time I checked, Ryan ain't have a strap. Subriel had a strap. And if you can think about it, if you can last the distance with him or beat or bully Subriel Matias, man, you would instantly blow up. That will put your name in light. You will be the one that actually, at this point in time, yeah, we know he had the loss, but you will be the one that actually be like, oh yeah, man, Devin came and put a stop to all of that. He really showed, you know what I'm saying, styles make fights and that his another level and all that. You would have got so much praise and credit for it, you know what I'm saying, and you would have won his fan base over with it. But we know you don't believe that. We know that his team DHP, they don't believe that. They don't believe that. The hard way, no gifts. Malik Hawkins ain't a name, I guess. I wouldn't even feed into that, GM. I wouldn't even feed into that, man. Matias is a real one. He don't play that marketing. If T.O. gets to Matias' face talking during the promo of the fight, it's going to turn ugly real quick. I don't think he's going to handle it like that. They know that man is a real killer for real. They know that. They know, man. Like real, recognize real. You could be hey, look. What's understood don't need to be explained, man. Ghost Malik, no disrespect, looks scared as after the first. Yeah, I don't know what condition he was in, but they come up with all kind of excuses, man. Till lame, the man called you you should fight ASAP. Exactly. He literally beat the shit out of him. Exactly. Yes. In the corner. I let you continue glazing a unproven fighter. Have a good night. Good night, Larry. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Matias just fought a mandatory, therefore he can choose his next opponent to be whoever. At least be glad his opponent is ranked. Matias is the goods and dangerous. T.O. did wrong trying to put down PR bosses. He up there. Yeah. Luis Rios. Hello, bro. Salute. Don't be surprised if Paro kills the hype job. Dang, man. How much is Bill paying you, man? How much is he paying you, dog? Do you got insurance? Do you even got insurance, Larry? Because I mean, when you indulge in high risk behavior, you might want to insure yourself, man. Because I'm trying to protect. I'm telling you, I'm all about protect yourself at all times. I got knee pads, I got throat coat, I got tonsil jewelry. I got everything you need. But at least make this man pay for your insurance, man. If you're gonna be out here acting all risque like that, giving it up like that, you just out here just busting it open for him, man. Like, make sure he give you some insurance, at least health insurance. At least tell him that you go get a checkup every now and again, man. Check that thing out, man. Make sure you get it disinfected, or make sure that you up to date on all your shots. If you're gonna be out here spreading it like that, Larry. I thought you was going to bed, man. Louis Rios, I like your channel. I appreciate that, bro. Jeco a Fuego. Tio said Puerto Ricans are easy to beat, but he almost lost to a half Puerto Rican. Champions are so powerful. They wish death. We are so powerful. They wish death on us. Yeah, don't get distracted by that, man. Don't get distracted by that. What do you think about Hitchens and versus Limo? I think that it's somebody that Hitchens. I believe in Hitchens. You know what I'm saying? I know that he see it as a style that he can style on. You know what I'm saying? But in his mind, that's a name for whatever reason that's the name he wants. He wants to go that route so that he can fight for a belt in another sanctioning body, and then probably fight Subriel. That's what I heard. But it don't make sense if the names on that contract is going to be Liam Paro, Richardson Hitchens, and then Regis. I don't know. So I think it's going to be a good fight, and Richards, he's going to have to show us something. It's rumors that T.O. want Stevenson overseas. Aaron Jones was good. Aaron Jones, man, good to see you in the building. Throat coat is crazy. But in Honduras, Jimmy, a Puerto Rican, dropped T.O. in sparring. His name is Ryan Pino. Puerto Rican power. T.O. lost his fans. He has to go back to his country. The knee pads, 3,000. Yeah, we gotta get some 3,000. I tell, hey, they Kevlar cap. They're like 1,000 thread count. You know, I call them slippers for the knees. Hey, and look, y'all gonna be able to get these gag gifts. Like when you see somebody out here being a fanboy, y'all gonna be able to get these gag gifts. You're gonna send Larry something free of charge, man. Just protect yourself. Puerto Rican power is laughing. King with these dudes. I know this has nothing to do with pro boxing, but Matias was about that life. He got street credentials. His mindset is that of a killer, taught mindset. Me or you, not many boxers out there like that. That's why I said what's understood don't need to be explained. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to glorify it, but we know, like, when you do your research, you look at your homework, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you've been around killers, you've been around people, you already know. And they know they know what he is. They know what caliber he is. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Jones, read in between the lines. T.O. can't vacation in Puerto Rico. I bet that. Yeah, he gotta be more careful. You know what I'm saying? He got a puncher's chance, ain't he, too? Don't care about having a born fight. Yeah. Nope. Tell me how many Puerto Ricans fought T.O. None. Nada. Zero. Nope. And Ryan pressed for the fight because Devin is a fraud that can be knocked out. Devin is finally fighting somebody that's his age. They tried to cherry pick, but I got Ryan by knockout. Man, I hope Ryan upset the apple cart just for playing around with this legacy stuff. Just for playing around talking about you all legacy and to do all that and for what you did with Tank and all that, man. I'm like, man, if Ryan got some cojones. At the same time, Devin deserved credit if he beat Ryan, straight up. Yeah. Ryan has his reach too. Aaron Jones, 50-50 fight. Yeah. I say it's closer to a 50-50, you know what I'm saying? I would slightly edge Devin because Ryan gonna probably have to chase him. And they probably gonna look at just like that whole Tio and Ortiz thing in a decision, like in a fight that's like ugly. I'm thinking they're gonna probably try to lean towards Devin because they figure Ryan is just a YouTube sensation. He's just a social media darling, you know what I'm saying? So if Matias is easy, like they say, then go take his belt then. Exactly. They ain't about that life. But yet you say Subriel hasn't fought anyone. But yet all them boys don't want that smoke. Exactly. Puerto Rico has 60 champions in boxing history, third in the world with the most champions, and number one per capita in the world. Subriel holds the IBF. Why doesn't any of them want that belt? They say because of rehydration. They say because that belt might come with an ass whooping, y'all. We just gonna be real and honest about it. That belt has an ass whooping attached to it, and don't nobody know if they can really handle it or control it. And they find all kind of creative reasons as to justify. Some of them are good reasons. Some of them are good justifications. But the fact of the matter is, nobody is running up ringing Subriel Matias' doorbell asking for that smoke. If Devin beats Ryan and it doesn't go over 200K, they are going to mention Tank every day just to fight Sandor. Yeah. Tio's not that stupid. Matias' footwork is underrated. I would say so. Cambosa beat Tio ass. Go back and look at his face afterwards. Subriel would massacre Tio. Good vibes over here. It's always good vibes over here, man. That's how we keep it, man. That's what we are. We all about that boxing, man. Fuck what everybody else talking about. We about that boxing. They scared of the hydration clause of the IBF strap. Tio couldn't take the pressure of Matias over 12. Many couldn't handle his footwork. Is overrated, underrated. Woo! Man, if you brought him over here, man, tell that man good riddance, G. You said that's your biggest op, man. Like, man, don't bring him over here, man. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is Puerto Rican power. I got Ryan by knockout. I want Ryan to win too, so Devin fanboys can go in and hide. Oh, it's gonna be a sad day in the land, man. If Ryan was to pull that out, it's gonna be like, that's what you get for playing around. You know what I'm saying? Cherry picking somebody now, because that would that be a cherry pick? I'm thinking, man, if you avoid a unification after claiming you wanted it for that, I don't know. Bro, Ryan is flat-footed, but he can cut off the ring better than Tio did. Yeah, he's longer. Matias will be the man at 140, real talk. Subriel hold the best belt in the game. There's a fair fight for both, can only come in at 150, no more than that on fight night, and is even a matchup overall. Nobody weight bully, nobody. Yeah. Tio really lost 3 fights already in my eyes. Samuel Moir, salute. Salute. Yo, good night and salute to you and your channel. We'll definitely be back. Salute, salute. Welcome, man. Thanks for chiming in, man. It was good chatting with you, man. Have a good one. It was past his curfew. Champ Sports Boxing. It was past his curfew, man. Somebody had to come in. Go night, go night. He went to go put his night light on, you know what I'm saying, and go night so he can go night. Imagine if Ryan win, a lot of YouTuber channel will go under. They're gonna take a hit. Tio and Regis, like I said, should stay away from real bosses. He said, blessing. I appreciate that. body work. The chat keeps growing every time you go live. I've been noticing that, man. I've been noticing that. I've been trying to figure out when and how and what I want to do, and I try to do something with some substance to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't just be on here shooting the breeze. And there's not a lot of people that's really doing this, like keeping the focus where it needs to be. So they're gonna come. I got faith that they're gonna continue to come, man. But thanks for acknowledging that, Ghost. Money and power. I want Ryan to win because Devin Cross with that video going around of his house getting robbed. Fact. Oh, you said you want Ryan to win because Devin crossed the line with that video going around of his house getting robbed. I mean, it's a lot of sucker type. We call that sucker type behavior, man. It's a lot of sucker type behavior from that camp, man. That's why I said it's a certain species of boxing fans and people that, you know, talk and speak and have this mantra about boxing that's going around that we need to eradicate, man. It's not good for the sport, man. You can't tear down everybody else and sow all these seeds of dissension, pretty much, and then want the world to give you all these praises. It don't work like that for real life. Don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So you see Bill push a lady lawsuit. I think the fact that you read the chat and interact with it is what makes us come back. At least me. I like interacting with the person talking the sport. That's why I think people don't be understanding when I say this is y'all platform too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put out the videos that I put out about what I put them out and the logic behind it. If you like the video, you subscribe to the video. Then when I go live, you already in line with my thinking. So after I get out what I want to get out in the beginning, we can talk about it and build. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's building. That's my formula. I see it's catching on. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real popular. That format. You know what I'm saying? It's contagious. I appreciate that, man. What he said? Devin Haney be putting anybody in house in his presence. These YouTube guys be straight weirdos, bro. Yeah, man. He be buying them up. I like real boxing talk, not a live and video every day, only on one fighter. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. It's weird nowadays, man. It's like I see people now where they can't put a video up without a certain name in it now. It's like they are the resident whatever person that gotta. I'm seeing people doing videos with a picture of a fighter in it, and that fighter ain't in the video. It's like, it's weird, man. I still see a lot of clickbaiting. I still, you know, it's just a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of false realities out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in real life, like in relationships, you know how people be like, oh, I don't believe in poly. I don't do this. It's like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Because you sharing her, dog, or y'all share with him, homegirl. You know what I'm saying? You believe in it. You just don't want to accept that's what's going on. That's what's going on in YouTube. There's a lot of people doing a lot of things out here, and they want to call it and say they're not doing it. And it's like, yeah, you doing it. We're not gonna call it that. We're not gonna call it that. But that's what you're doing, and that's what's going on YouTube. I'm not gonna be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep being me and doing me. If you notice, T.O. always cut and busted up, spoiling after he fight. Imagine what Matias would do to him. 100 punches around. Come on. Bill and Devin got triggered when Ryan said he saw the video of Devin get beat up by a tank. Devin and Bill lost it, and that can make Devin want to brawl on fight night and get stopped. Yeah, they, that looked like that was so orchestrated and stuff. I was like, they were trying to recreate that Spence and Bud red hoodie, black hoodie moment. But in all honesty, I got Devin winning the split. Maybe I do. I still got Devin winning. I mean, he should. He should. I just don't like the energy behind acting like, he really wanted to do legacy stuff with Matias, man. Why Matias can't? I don't know. It just looked like you can't from now on you can't really take anything he say about Tank seriously, because it's almost like he's found like Tank got his own blueprint and then Devin is following the Tank print. He's just following behind, and just he is a combination between him and T.O. He's doing everything that T.O. combination between what T.O. is doing and what Tank's doing. But Matias could have been, your first. You could have went up there and got somebody first. I do like the fact that Ryan is around his age. I'm drunk already, but I'm not too drunk to know that everyone is ducking Subriel in 140. Exactly, 2-year-old. Exactly. The people you speak of work, Bill Haney. Matias with his punch output, and T.O. opens up a lot when throwing wide hooks. He gets open, and Matias would definitely counter with short combos when T.O. jumps in, because that's what he does, jump in. Who in your top 5 right now? So, my top 5. My top 5, I got Bud, Inouye, Tank, I would say Bud, Inouye, Tank, Matias, and Bivol. Bud, Inouye, Tank, Matias, and Bivol. That's it. Bud, Inouye, Tank, Matias, and Bivol. I told you this already. Body work. Devin is trying to be Tank without fighting him, and he got YouTube Boxing, aka New Media, to support him. Yeah, you did. Ryan Chin is suspect, and a good place shot by Devin can KO him with his accuracy, and Ryan's suspect Chin. But that's the thing with Devin, man. We gotta stop thinking that Devin's gonna be anything different than what he is, and I think that's part of the problem. He wants to be what everybody thinks he is, but that's not him. He's a pure boxer. He's gonna move. I wouldn't respect no knockout unless Ryan get like really out of hand. Devin, I don't think Devin is going to try to even knock him out. You know what I'm saying? It was an anomaly what we seen against Regis. He's not. I don't know, man. See, I like that list. Appreciate that. That's just my list. I don't force it on nobody. You ask me my list. That's my list. I think the better question would be what fighters you like watching at the moment, not top 5 for me. Well, he just asked me for my top 5. So that's just mine. I'm not forcing that on anybody. Turbiev going to take Bivol off your list though. I don't know, dog. Turbiev, Benavidez, Matias, Tank, Inouye. That's fairly close. Bud, H Money, Mob, at Bodywork. Salute, homie. Salute, H. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man. Thanks for showing up, man, and showing out, man. If you don't know, man, if you want to ever get that smoke, check out H Money channel, man. He got a nice, good platform he been doing, man. They get rowdy over there, but he a cool dude, man. H Money, man. He promoted, man. H Money can promote too, man. H Money, he's behind a lot of the things that was going on that he don't get credit for, you know, but he recognized real because he's a good dude, man. I go over there and kick it, man, whenever I can, when I'm not doing what I got to do. Bivol Beterbiev is 50-50. Devin did okay against Regis, but he ain't go for the kill. Makes it hard to pay to watch his fight. I want to see him finish fights better. It will boost his name. See, he's trying to become a pay-per-view star. He's trying to become a pay-per-view star, but I think they're going about it the wrong way. And now with so much pressure for him to perform, man, his back up against the wall, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do it. I got to put Morrell in my top 5 soon. He going to get there. That's another boogeyman. He part of the 3 boogeymen. He part of the 3 Boots, the talented Mr. David Morrell, and Subriel Matias. Those are the 3 boogeymen right now. Ain't nobody running up ringing their doorbell asking for that smoke. We should talk in depth about the fight on another live show because that's a great fight to watch. What fight you talking about, Ghost? H Money says Subriel Matias a killer. Devin is a boring boxer. Subriel would knock out T.O. Yeah. I think right now, yeah, man, they already know about Subriel, man. It's funny to me, after the last fight of T.O. that exposed him, he asked for a catch weight for the Bud fight. Okay, Ghost. Point well taken. That's coming up then, Ghost. We're going to do that. We're going to put that together, Ghost. I'm going to line that up right now. We're going to have that talk soon. Because I know a lot of people are saying Beterbiev, man, but I call Bivol in my boxes to watch, I call him the Matador. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm sleeping on Beterbiev. I just think that Bivol got that style where Bivol can box. He's the sweet science, man. He, you know, perhaps I think he might be slightly above Shakur when it comes to the defense. By the numbers, anyway. By the numbers. You think if Subriel didn't have to do the weight class, he'd be even better? No, because he walks around at that weight. You know what I'm saying? He walks around close to his weight, so that whole rehydration and all that, that's not a problem for him. I don't know why my light keep doing that. I hate the way my background doing that. I love Beterbiev pressure like Matias and Bivol like Shakur, but Bivol has power too. I think he's a he's a technician. Bivol is a technician. Beterbiev, I think he's underrated. I think he's deceptive. You know what I'm saying? But I look at Subriel kind of like in the same light I look at David Benavidez. They got a lot of the same characteristics to where it might not look like the sweet science when they doing whatever they doing to you, but they doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it look a lot easier on the outside than once you get in there, man. But they give boxing hope, man. But yeah, I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. I'm about to wrap this up, man. Salute to everybody who came out and Subriel said he'd be fighting around 147 on fight night. Yeah, he don't even go up 7 pounds, GM. He don't even so he ain't even really rehydrating all the way that he could the whole 10 pounds. That's why I said him and Booth, it ain't that far because Booth don't even rehydrate that much. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. GM, damn, for real. Yeah. That's how it is. Bloodshot 610. Salute, get the likes up. Salute. But man, y'all make me feel like I can keep doing this boxing talk thing again, man. Thanks for everybody who came out here tonight, man. I really do appreciate it. Y'all see what kind of environment it is whenever we go live, man. And I try to make my lives be meaningful. So in the meantime, in between time, check out all my videos. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you, and I don't do yes men, but not boxing monogamous. We talk about different boxers, different fighters. Try to keep everything into perspective, man. And I said that this year I'm focusing my energy on things that are going to actually preserve the sport and help the sport grow, not starve the sport or make it more messy. And ever since I did that, man, they say if you build it, they'll come. And that's what I've been on. Matias would be strong at 147, just like Boots at 154. I agree. Big up your channel, Samuel Amu. I appreciate that. Matias has been shot twice, stabbed, and did time in the jail. He was raised in the projects in Puerto Rico. Y'all trying to keep this party going. But man, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'll probably come back tomorrow. I'll probably come back and do something tomorrow, man. We'll link up tomorrow. I have something else out there. You know, I've been cooking on a couple different things. I'm gonna catch up on a couple different interviews. Get back in the lab and make sure to tighten down some things, you know what I'm saying, that I don't really understand that's going on. And I'm going to come back out. Guns blazing. People said that Matias didn't fight nobody, didn't know what they were talking about, and he be fighting undefeated boxers. Keep in mind, Bilbo and Beterbiev versus Beterbiev live. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. You know, I'm gonna call it, man. Before you go body work, how far back do you go watching boxers from the past? I go back. I was watching the Alexis Arguello. I've been meaning to go back and do the Ika Beabuchi. But it's just, when I do it, I want to do information on it, but then I got to be in line with my old head so we can roll that out, because that's something that we really wanted to do. But I'll go back. Like, if somebody put me onto a boxer, I'll go back and watch it. And you know what I'm saying? If it's not somebody I already know, or I hear somebody talking a lot of times about some boxing, I'll be like, oh, let me go look at those fights. If I can catch it, I'll go back and catch it. Roy Jones, the most complete boxer of all time, never done. That was my guy, Captain Hook. You know what I'm saying? That was my guy, man. Captain Hook, man. He did that body work. He was the first one I really seen do that body work where he didn't throw a punch the whole round. And hit that body, and Buddy went down in agonizing pain. I said, what? Body work? You can stop somebody to the body like that? Like that's really a science? Like, yeah. Had me lit, man. Roy Jones jab was something. Yeah, man. He was like a cobra, man. His hand-eye coordination, that's the whole thing. His speed, timing, his hand-eye coordination, you know, he legendary. Beautiful left hook to the body. Beautiful left hook to the body, to an upper of a thing of beauty. Yeah. Well, y'all make me proud of the chat, man. I got, man, a lot of people like their chats, man, but I'm enjoying my chat just fine, man. I think we had one lost individual. I think we gave him some guidance. We tried to get him some health coverage. We tried to give him some supplies so that he can use on his job. Because we care about him. You know what I'm saying? They just going to use and abuse him. You know what I'm saying? But we care about him. We got products for him. And we'll take care of these trolls. You know, we're going to get trolls insurance, and we're going to cover them. We're going to take care of them over here so they can do their job the right way. Because they tend to get hurt. Inside and out. Ghost said some therapy sessions. That's right, Ghost. Hey man, y'all had me up here all y'all will have me up here, champion boxers. He laughing. Y'all had me up here all night, man. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, man. We can pick up. I'm gonna have something else tomorrow, man. You know, I'll have something else tomorrow for y'all. But thanks for everybody who tuned in here at Bodywork Boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you. He was like, what the fuck is this nigga, right? Oh, okay, you want to go to sleep. You tired.
Welcome to